Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another game of Littlewargame. Welcome to the new patch as well, patch 5.0.0. A new map pool has been introduced into the ranked season, which has been reset. A different MMR system has been implemented, so that has changed as well. And some balance changes to round it all up have entered the game. Mech has been changed a little bit, Beast has been changed a little bit, all of the Rex units, Rex units, mainly the Priest has been nerfed a bit, and the Raider, and the Mage has been buffed a bit. But some interesting changes all over the board, and I am going to be curious what will happen in the near future when it comes to Littlewargame, and all of the build changes that might happen, and everything in between. However, the first match that we are going to watch in patch 5.0.0 and in this new ranked season is going to be a ranked game between our player in the top left of the screen, spawning with the red pieces. It's Bratwurst. And on the other side of the map, which is once again Ravaged, we always play on Ravaged. With the blue pieces, it's TryDying. Now, we can already see, as the players are talking about GSL, it's a beast versus beast opening. So that's going to be interesting. Keeping it a little bit simple for the first cast of this new patch. Not too many changes to keep in mind. But with a new season and a new patch and whatever, there also comes, well, not necessarily new scores, but a new incentive to play ranked. And as this is a ranked game, this is where the real deal is. MMR is here to be gained and lost. So this is for the real prize. It's a very interesting layout over here, by the way, with the house and the wolf den on top of the hill and not any kind of blocking off at the bottom. But apart from that, a watchtower from TryDying. I guess he's trying to survive. You're not doing an honor to your name. But as the wolves are going to collide with each other in the middle of the map, let's get to some stats here, because Bratwurst and TryDying have not yet faced each other in ranked. TryDying being another alt account for ConsciouslyEating. We had TryDying before, and we had ConsciouslyEating himself, I believe, as well. So this is the third out of 3 Smurf accounts that we know about so far. I think he has more, but, you know, at some point you gotta lose count. Anyway, they are 0-0 so far, and this being the ranked match against each other, this is also for the lead when it comes to the score between these two players. Having that said though, this wolf battle so far is going pretty smoothly. Our friend in the blue has cut some production a little bit earlier than Bratwurst. So it's going to be 4 wolves versus 2, but with the watchtower, that's going to be plenty of defense for TryDying. The natural expansion has been going faster for Bratwurst, and it looks like he's going to try and make a third, or maybe he's going to make a watchtower here first. But TryDying, he's going for the werewolf den. Is he going to do some werewolf drops? The werewolf had some changes. I believe the smash, I don't know if it was a bug or anything, but the smash does not hurt himself anymore in confusion. And I believe the attack speed has been increased, or the attack cooldown has been increased, so I believe that means that it attacks slower, if I'm correct. But we're going to find that out relatively shortly, as the werewolves are going to come out. TryDying is keeping all of these wolves busy. This one will be shot by the watchtower, so it's going to be stopped immediately. And yes, we do indeed see an advanced workshop, so there are going to be some werewolf drops, which is going to be very interesting. This wolf is still running around, probably going to try and scout any type of maybe, yeah, not necessarily cheese, but any kind of hidden expansions, buildings, whatever. Maybe he's going to just immediately go check up on the third of Bratwurst, as he will see. And he might also be able to scout the other two wolf dens. So far, he obviously does not see it yet, as he has not been in the base yet. This is going to be very interesting. The first werewolf is going to be made. The advanced workshop with the airship is going to be in there relatively soon. And TryDying indeed scouts the third base for Bratwurst. I think that TryDying is going to be... I don't know if he's going to be happy about this, as the wolf takes down a worker. Because Bratwurst has obviously been going for some economy, but the werewolf with the, I assume, a slower attack speed. Yeah, it attacks every 2 seconds, so that must be slower, because I believe before it was every 1.4. It's gonna be a little bit risky. There are going to be more and more wolves, because if you look at the economy, there actually is not that big of a difference. There are no workers at the third. Where... oh... yeah, that's not that efficient, as the werewolf has been spotted by Bratwurst. He needs to transfer some workers to the third, because this is, what is it, 13? Yes, 13 workers at one base is already more than the 12 I believe you want to have at one base at most. Because after that, the efficiency is just not worth it anymore. I believe 10 is the most efficient, and 12 is the most money you really want at one base. So this is already going over it, and there's just more and more and more going to that main base. And in the meantime, this third is not going to happen, or have any economy coming from it at all, because I believe at 6 is when every worker is the most efficient, and after 6 it decreases. And that's why you kind of want to stop at like 10 to 12 at a base. Natural is getting there, but yeah, he needs to get rid of some of these up here, because as you can see, the income is almost the same, while he is 7 workers ahead. That could have been so much more different. But as I'm yapping around about economy, 2 werewolves have been dropped at the third base. This watchtower is going to be taken down by both of the werewolves. These wolves will get a nice surround. Is going to be enough though? I don't think so, as there is still an airship ready to take them and leave them. The snakes are coming in though, which are going to have a nice defense against this airship. It is going to deal enough damage. This one werewolf is not going down. He will pick him up and move both of them away. This wolf could have just been killed in just a second if he attacks for a second with all of the workers. But so far, nothing has really happened, and this just hurts to see. 16 workers at the main base, more still coming in. That's not what you want to see. That hurts. This wolf eventually does go down. How much has been killed? Only 1 wolf and 2 workers so far have been going down. The economy still only slightly in favor of our player in the red, but this could have been so much more. This is a pretty nice SimCity, even though I'm not entirely sure if you do really want this. Another watchtower being completed soon, that is nice, but this airship is just going to drop into this third mining line, and with his own like little pathway through here, this werewolf will be stuck. But his army will also not be able to get in there quickly to take down the werewolf. A second airdrop is coming on the way, only carrying 1 werewolf though. But he is still continuing to make more at home, and is going to make more airships at home as well. This wolf is just barely not going down from the watchtower, but this werewolf is definitely going to change that. And in the meantime, there is a bigger army getting amassed. Oh, finally a little bit of a worker pull from Bratwurst. That's very nice. I have a slight suspicion where they're going to go. Yes, they're going to the natural. It's not the best, but once again, he has been busy with defending from the werewolves in the first place. So any mining is better than no mining. These werewolves, I believe there are 3 in total over here. Is that correct? No, there's Well, I want to say only 2, but it's never only. As another snake goes down, another wolf goes down, and these will also go down. That was a big smash. 2 more workers are going down, and if there's one more smash going on in this area, I believe that they are all going to die, because it deals 40 damage as far as I can see, and they have 40 health. So if there's going to be one smash, that is actually going to be devastating, as there is the entire mineral line going down, taking down what I believe was like 7 workers, and 23 have already died so far. This airship with the werewolf not going down is absolutely disgusting, as that one escapes with just 3 health. This one with 27 health with a werewolf in it. Oh, that just hurts to see. Bratwurst, however, with his income, which is actually lower than our friend in the blue, even though, if we go check, he has almost the same amount of workers. It just hurts, man, it just hurts. TryDying is 300 gold behind, but he has 1,000 gold higher in efficiency. So he's actually 700 gold ahead, even though he mined less. It's gonna be an interesting game. This, though, apart from it, like, if he takes down the airships, this is pretty well defended, as werewolves cannot get there. However, these 2 dens have no workers continuing to make them anymore. It's going up to 6 dens, though. If he would split his workers a little bit more evenly, he probably would be able to actually produce a lot more of these snakes out of them and take down the airship. But if we look at this side of the map, what I noticed over here is that there are 4 animal testing labs being constructed at the same time. TryDying on 2 bases is floating 1,300 gold. That is like I'm playing the game. But with these 4 animal testing facilities, yeah, there we go. He is doing, as the werewolves are smashing in the main base, he is going for 4 armor upgrades at the same time, and also queuing the 5th one already as well. This, I talked about it in a previous cast, is an interesting mechanic. You can research your first attack or armor upgrade, and as you start researching that, you can already start the 2nd one. So, while this army is going to continuously getting smashed, I do want to highlight this. The first upgrade is 90 seconds, the 2nd one is 110, but the difference between these 2 completing is just 20 seconds and not 110, and this also continues for the 3rd and the 4th armor upgrade, and if he would have a 5th animal testing facility, also the 5th. So instead of waiting like, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say 6 minutes for all of these to complete, it will literally only take 170 seconds, which is almost 3 minutes. So that is a 50% time gain, just by having the 4 animal testing facilities. Having that said, having 4 animal testing facilities, is that the best choice? Probably not. I mean, he was floating 1,300 gold. He could have started the upgrades a little bit earlier, or gotten more wolf dens and werewolf dens. However, this is going to hugely impact every unit that he will make. He's also making 2 dragon's nests? No, dragon's lairs. So he will also create some dragons which also use these upgrades. So those dragons are going to be absolutely scary. With already 1 armor upgrade ready, he has 5 armor in total. These snakes deal 7 damage. If all of these upgrades complete, these werewolves, with the snakes that Bratwurst is amassing, as he takes down this airship with 1 werewolf in it, very nice, they are just not going to do any more damage to it. There is a 2nd armor upgrade being completed, the 3rd being almost completed as well. As we said, it only takes like 20 to 30 seconds for the next upgrade to be completed. This one actually will take 40 seconds more than the 3rd. Does it matter though? No, it doesn't. The 5th is already 40 seconds along on the way as well. That is absolutely insane. In the meantime, 36 workers in total have been going down, and 18 wolves and snakes as well. That will change even more, as we see over here, 4 armor +3 armor, so 7 in total. This werewolf is not taking any damage. And if a werewolf can get into this mineral line, this number is going to be terrifying. His income, however, as he did split his workers more across all of the bases, is a lot higher, as he now is probably using all 3 of the bases. Well, properly using, it's at least split a decent amount more. All of these 2 bases, the first and the third, have been like saturated almost completely. If only he would switch a little bit over to his natural, then this economy would be absolutely booming. This airship is going down, but if you look at it, 4 armor upgrades have been completed, so it's 8 armor. He is almost taking no damage whatsoever from these snakes. These wolves do deal a little bit more damage and have some attack speed, but I'm curious to see if these 2 wolves are going down, if this werewolf actually takes damage. It does, but it's just in the single digits per second. Nothing is going to stop all of these, and if you look at these upgrades, he is making dragons which also have 5 armor now, so 6 in total, and snakes for Bratwurst are the only thing that can help him against dragons, but they do 7 minus 1.5 against dragons, so these dragons, just like the werewolves, are not going to be stopped by these snakes. Bratwurst, if he sees the dragons, needs to go for ballistas as soon as humanly possible. As you can see over here, 2 attack upgrades have started as well at the same time, so it takes 2 minutes for these 2 to complete, instead of the total of, what would it be, 3 in total? Just over 3. Also started a 3rd attack upgrade. These werewolves are almost healing rather than actually taking damage. These dragons coming in as well, dealing some damage to these snakes. The snakes don't do anything against the werewolves and even less against the dragons. I don't think that there's anything that Bratwurst can do unless he goes for some sort of ballista, but he doesn't. He does get his own animal testing lab, but that is not going to be enough, as his upgrades will be way too late and way too few. He does start 1 attack upgrade though, but it's not going to help him at all. This is a lost cause. He did manage to get up a 4th though, is going to get a lot of watchtowers, which is nice, but it is such a money sink. A better investment would be the ballistas, if he can actually keep off these dragons for a little bit. And I would say go for ballista wolf maybe, or maybe ballista gatling gun? I'm not entirely sure what the best way to deal with this combination would be. Especially on the income that he has. I mean, it is 1500 versus 500. If he can defend, he is at an insanely good situation. Especially as the main base has been mined out for both of the players now, but there are simply 2 more bases for Bratwurst and not enough for TryDying, as this base is not even completed yet. So if Bratwurst was able to just take this down, he would be in such great position. But it's a 2-5, almost 3-5 army versus a 0-0 army of pure snakes. It's a very nice thought, but it's not going to deal anything of damage. It's just all of these snakes attacking the entire army, but there's just no hit points being downed. Nothing is going down on these health bars. And I think it's just waiting until Bratwurst realizes what's going on. And actually noticing that nothing is taking damage. He is actually taking down these dragons slowly, but if you look at the amount of snakes versus just target firing one of these dragons, it's absolutely disgusting. If he can just target down this one dragon is at 5 health. Please, please, Bratwurst, just take down this single dragon. Please, please, no. If this dragon is going to survive, that's going to hurt my feelings. So look at this slaughterhouse. Units lost 52, 54 snakes, 36 wolves, 39 workers. Yeah, this dragon is still alive, slowly regenerating health. But as you can see, it's 3-5 versus 1-1. The second attack upgrade has just started, but it's just too little, too late. I don't think that there is anything that he can do. There is no building being constructed. No, I believe in its advanced workshop to make the ballistas not being created. Just more snakes that don't deal any damage, or barely any damage to these dragons. Is this actually going to go down? No, it's still at 13 health. Oh, please. I just want to see this dragon go down before he GG's out of this game. A second animal testing lab is being constructed. A very nice thought, but it's not going to be enough. Once again, it's too little, too late. This is going to be taken down. His attack upgrade is never going to finish because TryDying is just going to waltz in, take care of a player in the red, and secure the 1-0 victory in ranked and taking the lead. And gaining the oh-so-juicy MMR as even more workers go down. 61 workers have been killed. Jesus Christ, it hurts to watch. 3 or 2.4 thousand gold extra mined, but 5.4 thousand gold in extra losses. It's just a total wreckfest. These watchtowers also, well, they do a little bit, but this army with all of the upgrades, it's just too much. Bratwurst says armor is OP. It's very true, especially if you get 4 upgrades at the exact same time. And it looks like Bratwurst is going to tap out. There's nothing he can do. It is a massacre of these snakes. 92 snake goes down. He's just getting information now. Does attack even counter the armor upgrades? And I believe it does if you just get them in time. You gotta just be on par. If I had the same attack, yes, you gotta have the same. And earlier, yes. It hurts. It is going to be GG any moment. There is no way that Bratwurst is going to do this, especially without the ballistas. These dragons just burn through absolutely everything. He is happy, however, which is great to see. Finally, the upgrades matter. Bratwurst, even though he loses, is a happy man. And that is what we like. GG. TryDying takes the victory with his quadruple animal testing lab. It's absolutely disgusting, but we love to see it. As well, getting the 4th over here and getting the 5th. Missed it, but it didn't matter. This is what mattered with all of the upgrades. That's a very interesting game, and it's a lovely game. Once again highlighting how important the upgrades can be. But maybe don't do it with 4 animal testing labs. Try and get the upgrades a little bit earlier, if you can. With just 1 or 2, it's totally fine. But this worked, so we cannot shoot it down completely. GG to both of you, and yeah, that's it. So, if you like the game, obviously, feel free to hit the thumbs up button, and let me know in the comments as well. If you have another game or a particular match or whatever that you would like me to highlight through a cast, obviously let me know in the comments as well. If you do not want to miss any of the future games and revelations that come through the new patch in the future, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And of course, all that's left for me to say is good luck, have fun in your own games, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day, my dudes.